What's up, guys? JP back at you once again, bringing you guys another edition of Top 10 Tuesday. First of all, check the description down below. Check all the links. These are all the guys who started this series. Sub them up if you haven't, and check out their Top 10 Tuesday this week. This time it is Top 10 Blu-ray releases. So, this one was actually a little bit tricky for me because I don't have a ton of cool, fancy Blu-ray editions. I don't have cool, crazy steelbooks or 8-disc collector's editions of, some rare film. Just kind of have the standard release of everything. So it was a little bit tricky for me to come up with this list. I kind of factored in all the obvious things like, picture quality and special features and presentation and box art and stuff like that. But one thing that I also factored in was how much I watched that Blu-ray. Whether it's just for the film and the picture quality or whatever, it's how often do I watch it, and I guess that kind of makes it my favorite. This would probably be a different video if I was doing like the 10 best Blu-ray editions or something, but this is just my favorite Blu-ray releases. So, coming in at number 10, we have Nightbreed. And I love this edition, although I've never even opened it, I've never even watched it. It's just one of those things where I love seeing it on my shelf. I love Clive Barker, so I'm sure I'm going to like the film. I might not, but, I'm hoping that I will. Everybody has said nothing but positive things about this release. I've heard, every website giving it, 5-star reviews and stuff like that, 10-star reviews, whatever you want to call it. So that's why it makes number 10, but I could be wrong. I could hate this release when I open it, but I'm just going to take the gamble and say that it would be in my top 10 releases. Coming in at number 9, we have House of a Thousand Corpses, and this one is solely based on the picture quality. I just consistently watch this Blu-ray more than 98% of all the other Blu-rays in my collection, and that's because of the picture quality. Hell, I don't even think that this film is a masterpiece like Jeremy per se, but I just love watching it on Blu-ray for some reason. It's a damn good film. And it's damn good on Blu-ray. The picture quality is great, special features are great. That's why it kind of makes my list here. This is one of those cases where it's just because of how often I watch it. Another one kind of like that, coming in at number 8, we have Trick or Treat. And this one I watch every Halloween. I've checked out all the special features multiple times, and I just love it. It's a film that I'll throw in multiple times during October, whether it's just on in the background or I'm actually sitting down and watching it. Great picture quality, just one of my favorite Blu-rays in my collection, and not because it's, super awesome collector's edition, but just because I love the film and I love watching it. After that, we have number 7, and that is Deathbed, The Bed That Eats. This one is just a fun experience that I had. When this release came out, and I got this release courtesy of Cult Epics, I popped it in, I watched the film, then I listened to the commentary, then I watched all the special features, and I was just fascinated because this film came out and it skipped the VHS era. It didn't have a proper VHS release. It didn't have a DVD release, and then bam, on Blu-ray, a film that most of the population didn't even know existed. It was lost and forgotten, and nobody really knew about it. Here and there, people would be talking about it on forums where they seen a bootleg of it, years ago. But it was just such an interesting oddity that I was so interested in it, and I just couldn't get enough of the idea that this weird film about a bed that eats people existed and was kind of forgotten. So that's why it makes this list. Awesome release by Cult Epics. It isn't the most stacked in terms of special features, but like I said, it makes you super interested the whole time. So Deathbed. Coming in at number 6, we have My Bloody Valentine. This one I love watching, probably watch it, 1 or 2 times a year at least. That's kind of a lot for me nowadays. The picture quality is awesome, and it dips when the cut scenes are reinserted into the film. And to somebody who has never seen this film, that might be very annoying because the quality dips. But to somebody who's seen the film a bunch of times, and us horror fans, I kind of actually like it because it lets me know exactly what was cut out of the film, and it kind of puts things into perspective where you're like, wow, they cut all of that, and I kind of like that about it, even though it's like not supposed to be like that. Like if they could have done it another way, they would have, but that's just kind of how it turned out, and it ended up being kind of a positive to me. My Bloody Valentine, awesome slasher. Shout out to Canada, awesome place, awesome people, and awesome films. Coming in at number 5, we have Crystal Lake Memories, the complete history of Friday the 13th. I just was so pumped for this when it got announced. I followed the production. I, looked at all the cast and everybody who was going to be talking. Friday the 13th is my favorite franchise, and I was just super stoked about this release. I even, pre-ordered it from the website, so I got the bonus disc here, the 4th disc, I believe, or 5th disc, whatever. I don't even know how many discs are in this damn thing. But it's like a couple hours of bonus interviews and features and stuff like that. There is a like 12-hour commentary on this thing that I want to get to and listen to that. One day I will. I just do not have the time to do that right now. This is an awesome release though, so Crystal Lake Memories. Coming in at number 4, we have They Live. I'm surprised that I love this as much as I do because I never grew up with the film. It wasn't a film that I overly enjoyed the first time I seen it. I thought it was decent. It was okay. And then I watched it again, and then I watched it with the commentary, and then I watched all the special features, and then I watched it again, and I was like, wow, I really like They Live, and it's partly because of this edition. There's a lot of good special features on here. My favorite is probably the commentary with Carpenter and Roddy Piper, because it might not be the most funny commentary or the most energetic or the most informative, but it is just something awesome about hearing these two guys reminisce on the film and compliment each other's careers. Roddy Piper is a very interesting person who I was not interested in at all before I listened to this commentary, and he's shares some great stories. It's a great commentary, and I don't think a lot of people would necessarily love it because, like I said, it's not the most informative, it's not the most funny, but it's just very cool to me. And great release by Scream Factory. I really like this release. It's definitely one of the better releases from early on in the Scream Factory cycle. So that is number 4. Coming in at number 3, we have Basket Case by Something Weird Video. This is an awesome Blu-ray. I watch it all the time. It's great PQ, and it still has all the grain and kind of like scratches and cigarette burns and stuff like that in the film. But I don't know. I think it's a perfect mix of good quality and like grindhousey looking film print. There's some great special features on here. Frank Henenlotter is very awesome. I watched all the special features. There's almost like a Horrors Hallowed Ground segment where Henenlotter goes around New York and goes to the filming locations and talks about the film. That's a great special feature. Highly recommend checking that out. Awesome stuff here. I really kind of always just loved this release. After I watched it and watched the special features, after I was done with all of it, I was like, wow, that was a really good time. And I've kind of always remembered that, portion of me sitting there watching all these special features where I've always remembered it very positively, and it was like one of my favorite experiences of special features and stuff like that because I was just so into it. So that is number 3. Coming in at number 2, we have Terror Vision, The Video Dead, released by Scream Factory. These are both films that I'd never seen before this release, and I like both of them a lot. I love the special features. There's like, a ton of features. Moods mentioned it in his video. There's enough special features on here to, have each release separate in a collector's edition format. The Video Dead is the one I kind of like a little bit more. I thought the features on there were a little bit better, more interesting, things like that. But I mean, Charles Band and them talking about the Empire era with TerrorVision was a lot of fun too. Moods mentioned that he was a little bummed when he first heard about this release and they were in a double feature. He thought that they would be cool to have solo. This is one of the rare cases where I feel like the double feature format works better than ever, because both films are kind of about technology. The menu is very, very cool. It's like the TV setting with the posters, the music when you flip to the pick the movie. I mean, it's just presented so well, and it's literally like one of my favorite things to do is watch TerrorVision and The Video Dead. Movie wise, it's just so fun to even pop it in and hear the menus play. It's really cool. It's a great release. Great special features and commentaries and things like that. Solid stuff. And I drop everything. There goes the $80 Nightbreed set. Hit the floor. Hopefully it's not damaged, or I'll probably hang myself. So, number 1, we have the entire Halloween box set. And it was funny that I was watching Moods' video and I noticed that he did not have this set. I really wasn't expecting it. I think he's a little burnt out on the Halloween films since we covered them all, but I just love this set, man. I love the black cases. I just love all of the special features. I mean, there are so many special features here. I have not got through them all. Not even close. But even on Halloween 1, or Halloween 2 and 3, the same release that was on the Scream Factory releases, those are 2 of my favorite special edition Blu-ray releases because of the features. So I'm sure that the rest of these, and I have checked out some of it, I'm sure that the rest that I haven't seen is even just as awesome. The only thing that this thing is really missing is the other cuts of Rob Zombie's films and the 25 Years of Terror documentary. If it had that, it would literally just be like the best release ever. But it doesn't have that, but it's still an amazing release. Halloween 6, I mean, getting that on Blu-ray, I mean, I just wanted it to be released, let alone on Blu-ray, the producer's cut. I think people kind of still forget about that, how big that was. I mean, that's something. That's probably in the top 5 most wished for films, and that hasn't been released. At the time, it was definitely top 5 for people's wish list of films that haven't been released. Getting a little tongue-tied here, so I'm gonna cut this video. My allergies are just fucking driving me crazy right now. I gotta go take some medicine because my face is itching so bad. That's why I keep itching my nose. See you guys next time with another top 10. This is probably the list that would change the most out of the ones that I did, because I'm already thinking about a film that I just seen recently on Blu-ray, and that was The Howling, and that has an amazing edition from Scream Factory. Great special features, so that might have even made the list if I had thought it through a little bit longer. So that just goes to show you that this is a revolving door here with these picks. So see you guys next time. Right now, these are my picks, but tomorrow they'd probably be different, so peace.